Good morning, guys. Another day for me and Ruppert. I did the other dogs. It's Thursday, so it's my, my day, my grocery day. So less training. And then yesterday evening, I got severely injured. I tore my hamstring from my right leg with a collision with 3 dogs. Little guy, Riker, and Valkyria were very excited, and they were running, and I had my back to them, and they literally plowed right through me with pretty severe damage on my right hamstring. I walk with a crutch or crutches when I'm not working with the dogs. But when I work, I keep working the dogs. I mean, men are not made from sugar, and pain, is a good indicator that you're still alive. So we're about to do another session with Ruppert. However, I'm gonna change it up today. I am going to introduce him to the round touchpads, and here he's chasing. He has the zoomies this morning, but I'm going to introduce him to the round touchpads. I have a different use for those. I teach the dogs perfect cornering for competition healing. I teach turns with them. I use them for jumping, whether it's over a static jump or a A-frame, or the Palisade for ring sport, or the long jump for that matter. I use them for the send-outs. I use them for directional retrieves for FCI obedience, and I use them for KNPV, for the revere on the box in the woods. So the round touchpads have a lot of use, and what I use is basically this 4-quart horse feeding bucket. So I'm gonna place it here on the ground, and there it is. And I'm going to switch my cameras, and I'll see you in the session. So, introduction to the touchpads, training block, about 2-3 sessions. We started with the small touchpads, where we saw that the dog, because he is so big, had a little bit of trouble finding it. So we made the training criteria easier by using a bigger touchpad. The dog was successful. He found the touchpad. Luring was a little bit confusing for him, as we did a lot of positions, and he was actually trying to go down on the touchpad, which our body language, when it approximates previous shape behavior or conditioned behavior, will see the dog that will try to throw that behavior. So it's our responsibility to make that body language more clear, which we did. The dog wanted to come in basic position, so I actually gave him the visual cue of basic position to reinforce that basic position and start from there, going to the touchpad, and that was actually successful. So I'm going to stick with this exercise for a couple of training blocks. I'll do another one probably later today. Again, the goal for these touchpads are various behaviors, more complex behaviors. Like I said, I do jumping, turning, cornering, palisades, send-outs, directional retrieves, send-outs, the revere box, and so much more. So I hope you find this nice. He wants to play here. I think this was a good session, and I will see you in the next one. So second session of the day with Ruppert. I decided to stay with touch pads, but take it outside. You know, we're in Washington, so it always rains and the sun's out and it's about, 58, 60 degrees. So I'm gonna take advantage of that, and Ruppert is in his kennel, so I'm gonna go get him. I'm just gonna cut him loose so he can go potty, and then yeah, let's try the touch pads outside. Might be maybe a little bit too much for him because I am. It's only been his first session this morning, and he's used to working in the garage. However, previous work with the here he is. Previous work with the healing sessions and the distraction sessions outside went really well. And then, of course, everybody else is jealous when I take one dog out. Everybody wants to come. And then before we open this gate, the dog needs to exhibit some calm behavior. So here he is. And he's gonna get the zoomies when he's out, which is pretty cool. And so my goal for the training block today is exactly the same as this morning. There's my friend. Exactly the same as this morning. So I'm about to switch cameras here. So I will see you in the session. Stop training cue, game over. So what we've done is we kept reinforcing the touchpad. We learned that there's a little bit of a conflict with the visual cue of sending him. He throws a down behavior, which is normal because in his mind it approximates, because I'm pointing to the touchpad, it approximates pointing down, so he thinks it's a down. Then we had about 4 sessions with 10 to 12 repetitions, which was good. We did see that the environment made a big difference. However, he was able to work through it. I am going to stick with the inside for my next session with the touchpad, which will be probably tomorrow morning. I'm not going to take him outside. It's, I think, just too difficult for him. But overall, I'm very pleased with the session. I think we made progress. There's more fluency in the behavior, especially considering the environment and the circumstances that I worked in. So I will see you in the next session. So I decided to give Ruppert a brushing here. I'm basically gonna start feeding him while I brush him. A lot of dogs love the feeling of the brush. And the rake that I use, it's a rake from Furminator. It's a pretty easy rake. So when he's calm, I sometimes just feed him. He seems like a pretty good guy. He wants to bite the rake here, but and then the hair sticks on my hands because of the doggy slobber here. He seems to enjoy himself. There's a big goofball here. actually might need to use a regular Furminator, as the rake is not going through all the big plugs here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. Let me go grab one. So we got the regular Furminator here. See how that works. Oh yeah, a lot better, as you can see, than the rake. He's just grabbed my other Furminator here, my rake. Oh, my rake got stuck. You do need to watch out with a Furminator that you don't put too much pressure on the skin, as you could potentially hurt the dog. So you can see that it's pretty easy by yourself to brush a dog, but you know, if you're with two, you can change it. So let's call in an assistant. So one of the things that what you can do is somebody feeds the dog and not kibble lots of kibbles at the time. You give him one kibble and gets his focus a little bit, have him stand up while the other just brushes the dog. It's a very fast way, and you give a kibble each, 30 seconds or so. It's a good focus and luring exercise. And yeah, that's it. We just keep brushing, and this probably takes, to get him completely brushed out, that's probably 45 minutes. So I'm not going to, get you waiting here for 45 minutes. So I'm going to speed up the video here and show you the end result. And yeah, and here is the evidence of Ruppert. So we got him a little bit, he looks a lot better. So yeah, clean dog, fur for the birds so they can make nests. I will see you in the next session. Look at that whore. Probably can't say that on the internet, but it is true. Okay, so after brushing, you call in an assistant, and the assistant can clean up the hair. This is great. This is my buddy Charlie. I am, like I mentioned this morning, my hamstring is torn, so it really hurts. So Charlie offered to help here, and yeah, we pick up the fur because all the other dogs are gonna roll in it and then bring it in my house, and then yeah, I'll have a angry wife, which is not good. So and it's better too, so than leaving all the mess around. So yeah, here we are. brush job done. About 4 gallons of fur. So that was it for this video. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day. Bye.